I don't know how many of you have small children, but I have two of them, and getting them up in the morning is just a constant challenge. I'm actually happy after this long holiday break that I'm out here at CES and I don't have to do it. But if I had AllJoyn, that would help out a lot. So I'm going to show you how the AllJoyn is able to do that. So what we have here is an AllJoyn enabled alarm clock. I'm going to start first by going ahead and setting the alarm. So we'll go ahead and set it for 6:47. What's going to happen is when the alarm goes off, it's going to trigger an AllJoyn event to be sent out. Since there's alarm clocks and the information will be the time that goes out with that event, this will get sent out to all the devices in the room. There's about 6 different devices. One you'll see is these LifeX light bulbs.
Good morning.
They've taken that time of day information and they've noticed there was a wake-up sequence, and they come up with a nice little sunrise. And of course, Teddy here gets that notification as well and knows to say, hey, good morning to the kids. So now that's made it a lot easier for us to get the kids up. But now we have the kids up, and what do kids really love to do? They're kids, right? So they love to play. So that's where this comes into this stage. So this is an AllJoyn enabled application from Disney called Nemo's Playground. Nemo's Playground uses AllJoyn in its most traditional form, which is app-to-app communication. So what your kids can do is they could bring in their tablets, bring in their friends with their tablets, and have a multi-user, multi-screen experience thanks to AllJoyn here. They basically grab their fish and take their little Nemo fish around the coral to try to find the little pearl that's hidden somewhere in there and get it back to their home base before another fish catches them. So our kids could probably spend hours playing this game, so much so that usually I have to tell them, hey, it's time to go to bed. And sometimes that's even more of a problem than getting them up in the morning. AllJoyn's going to help us there as well. So just like we had our good morning sequence, we also have a good night sequence. But instead of being initiated from our alarm clock, we have a light connected to a smart plug. So I'm going to go back to our AllJoyn on application, pick the smart plug, pull up the control panel content for the smart plug. See, I can turn it off. This will initiate that AllJoyn event. You'll notice that the lights will now come down from their full brightness, and Teddy says goodnight. So now we can hopefully go out and go to the garage or do whatever we want to do. But that doesn't mean Bobby's going to do whatever we told him to do. Typically, kids are a little smarter than us at times when it comes to getting away from going to bed. So I've caught my children actually taking tablets into bed and being in there for hours watching videos. So our latest innovation really puts a new meaning to parental control. So what we have here is our smart gateway. Inside our smart gateway, we have our Qualcomm internet processor, also called IPQ. Basically, IPQ takes our mobile processing power and puts it into our smart gateway. So now we can start adding a lot more apps and services onto our gateway. Of course, we have AllJoyn on there. It knows it's a good night sequence that has already gone through for little Bobby. But there's also another application that's running on there. It's called Stream Boost. Stream Boost detects all the devices that are connected to the network and what type of applications they're running. So when little Bobby goes out there and sneaks it under the bed and starts his YouTube video, Stream Boost senses that. It sends a notification across the network. You'll get it on all the devices, including here, once I get the light on, including my Talk Watch. Well, Brian has it as well. You can see it on his. And even on our smart connected television set. So with AllJoyn and IPQ on here, all that extra processing power, you can do more devices on the network, add more services, not just broadband and entertainment like you typically get out of a home router, but you could start adding parental control, home automation, home security, and other type of cool advanced features. So that's our connected home for the children. Now the next room, we see more of the fun stuff for the adults where we get into some of the cool audio stuff.